Hi dear students, welcome to Geeta's classes. Now let us do some problems on beta and gamma functions. Okay. So according to the definition, we have beta of m comma n is equal to integral 0 to 1 x power m minus 1 into 1 minus x the whole power n minus 1 into dx, where m is greater than 0 and n is also greater than 0. And according to the definition, gamma of n is equal to integral 0 to infinity e power minus x power n minus 1 dx. These things you have to by heart. Okay. These functions you should be thorough. Now let us derive the value of gamma of 1 by 2. To find the value of gamma of 1 by 2. But according to the definition, what is gamma of n? Integral 0 to infinity. Let us take this as equation number 1. So in this, what if you substitute gamma of 1 by 2 according to the definition, gamma of 1 by 2 is equal to integral 0 to infinity. Suppose if you have n here, x power n minus 1. Here I have 1 by 2, right? So e power minus x into x power 1 by 2 minus 1 into dx. What is 1 by 2 minus 1? It is minus of. So integral 0 to infinity e power minus x power minus 1 by 2 into dx. So in this, let us substitute, put x is equal to y squared, or in the next page we'll write. So we have to find out gamma of 1 by 2 according to the definition. It is 0 to infinity e power minus x power minus 1 by 2 into dx. Now you have to make the substitution, put x is equal to y squared. Okay. So what is dx? 2y dy. When x is equal to 0, y is 0. When x is equal to infinity, y is also infinity. Right? Therefore, this is equal to, now you make the substitutions, integral 0 to infinity. In the place of x, you have to substitute y. So, e power minus y squared into x is equal to y squared, the whole power minus. So, 1 by y power minus 1. Right? Y squared, the whole power minus 1 by 2. If you want, you write y squared, the whole power 1 minus 1 by 2 into, what is dx? 2, I am going to take it outside, y into dy. So this is 2 and 2 will get cancelled. This is 2 into integral 0 to infinity e power minus y squared into y power minus 1. I can write it as 1 by y into dy. So this becomes 2 into integral 0 to infinity e power minus y squared into dy. What is this? Gamma of 1 by 2. So the same gamma of 1 by 2 can be written as, similarly I can write, already I have told you, this is a dummy variable. So I can write in terms of x also. Similarly, integral 0 to infinity, I can write this as, let us take this as equation number 1. Equation number 1 already we have taken. So let this be equation number 2. E power minus x squared into dx. Let this be equation number 3. Just multiply 2 and 3. 2 into 3 gives, in the left hand side what do you have? Both are gamma of 1 by 2 into gamma of 1 by 2. So the whole squared. So integral 0 to infinity e power minus x squared dx, integral 0 to infinity e power minus y squared dy. So I can write this as integral 0 to infinity e power minus of x squared plus y squared into dx dy. Already in the previous relation between beta and gamma function class, I have explained how to evaluate this by transforming this to polar coordinates. So changing to polar coordinates, what will I get? In the left hand side, it is gamma of 1 by 2, the whole squared is equal to, here r varies from, here x varies from 0 to infinity and y varies from 0 to infinity, and changing to x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. These are the substitutions, and r varies from this. You will get the entire first quadrant as the region. Okay. So r varies from 0 to infinity and theta varies from 0 to pi by 2. So these are the substitutions, right? So 0 to pi by 2, integral 0 to infinity e power minus of x squared plus y squared. What is x squared plus y squared? Is r squared into what is dx dy? R into dr d theta. Okay. So d theta I can evaluate first. So gamma of 1 by 2 the whole squared is equal to integral 0 to infinity integral e power minus r squared into r dr into theta from 0 to pi by 2. So pi by 2 can be taken outside. Already I have 1 4 I have missed. See the right hand side I have 2 into. So this will become 2 into here also. Gamma of 1 by 2 is equal to, from equation 2, equation 3 also I will have 2. I missed this 2. So here 2 into 2. So here you will have 4. Here also you will have 4. 4. So already I have 1 4 here. So 4 into pi by 2. Integral 0 to infinity e power minus r squared into r dr. Okay. So this will become 2. And substitute r squared is equal to t. So 2r dr is equal to dt. Therefore, when r is equal to 0, t is also 0. When r is equal to infinity, t is also infinity. Therefore, 2 pi into integral 0 to infinity e power minus t into r dr is equal to, so 1 by 2. This 2 is missing here. So I am multiplying and dividing by 2. So this 2 will get cancelled here. E power minus t dt. Okay. R dr, 2r dr is dt. So pi into integral 0 to infinity, r you can integrate this. So e power minus t by minus 1 from 0 to infinity. So minus pi into 0 minus 1, which will become plus pi. Therefore, in the left hand side what you have? Gamma of 1 by 2 the whole square, right? So this implies gamma of 1 by 2 is equal to root pi. This is very, very important derivation. Prove that, you can be asked prove that gamma of 1 by 2 or find the value of gamma of 1 by 2. That can also be asked. Okay. So this is one method. And one more method is there using to find out the value of gamma of 1 by 2. Already we have seen method 2. So first one is method 1, you can write. Method 1 to find the value of gamma of 1 by 2, method 1. So already we have seen that beta of m comma n is equal to the relation between beta and gamma functions. Gamma of m into gamma of n divided by gamma of m plus n, right? So now put m is equal to n is equal to 1 by 2. So left hand side you will have 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 is equal to gamma of 1 by 2 into gamma of 1 by 2 divided by gamma of 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, which is 1, right? So I am going to write this gamma of 1 by 2 the whole square divided by what will be this value? Gamma of 1. What is gamma of 1? It is 1, right? So gamma of 1 by 2 the whole square is equal to beta of 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. What is beta of m comma n definition? So 0 to 1 x power 1 by 2 minus 1 into 1 minus x the whole power 1 by 2 minus 1 into dx, right? So now you make the substitution. So in the left hand side I have gamma of 1 by 2 the whole square, and in the right hand side I have 0 to 1 x power minus 1 by 2 and 1 minus x the whole power minus 1 by 2 into dx. Now you make the substitution, x is equal to sine square theta. So what is dx? 2 sine theta cos theta into d theta, right? In the right hand side. When x is equal to 0, sine square theta is 0, therefore theta is equal to 0. When x is equal to 1, sine square theta is 1, so sine theta is equal to 1, for which theta is equal to pi by 2. Therefore, this integral will become integral 0 to pi by 2. What is x power minus 1 by 2? Now x is sine square theta. So sine square theta the whole power minus 1 by 2 into 1 minus sine square theta the whole power minus 1 by 2 into what is dx? 2 into 2, I can write it outside, into sine theta cos theta d theta, right? So this is equal to 2 into integral 0 to pi by 2. Sine squared, so 2 will get cancelled. Here again 2, here it will become cos square theta and this 2 will get cancelled. So here you will be getting 1 by sine theta. Sine theta the whole power minus 1, right? So 1 by sine theta into 1 by cos theta into sine theta cos theta d theta. So sine and sine cos will get cancelled. You will be getting 2 into pi by 2. When it is only theta, if you want you write one more step. It is integral 0 to pi by 2. Just d theta will be remaining. Therefore, gamma of 1 by 2 the whole squared is equal to 2 into pi by 2. 2 will get cancelled, which is equal to pi. This implies gamma of 1 by 2 is equal to root of pi. So this is another way of proving this. Okay. Depending on the marks you can write. Whichever you feel easier you can do that. So now rule to evaluate. Integral 0 to pi by 2 sine per px into cos per qx dx. What is our beta of m comma n? Already we have seen by definition. You can express beta of m comma n in terms of trigonometric functions also. There we have seen integral 0 to pi by 2 sine per 2m minus 1 theta into cos per 2n minus 1 theta d theta. Okay, in the place of theta I can have x also. It is a dummy variable. So here in the place of 2m minus 1 I have p. In the place of 2m minus 1 I have p. Therefore 2m is equal to p plus 1. That implies m is equal to p plus 1 by 2. Right? Similarly, 2n minus 1 is equal to q implies n is equal to q plus 1 by 2. Right? So, if I have 2m minus 1, I have to write m. If I have 2n minus 1, I have to write n here. Here I have p. In the place of 2m minus 1, I have p. Therefore, in the place of m, what will you write? P plus 1 by 2. Okay. Therefore, integral 0 to pi by 2 sine per px into cos per qx dx into dx is equal to, here I have 2 into, that is also not there, so I will write this 1 by 2 into integral, beta of what? P plus 1 by 2 comma q plus 1 by 2. Did you understand? So sine per 2m minus 1 if I have, I will write m here. I have p, therefore I am going to write p plus 1 by 2. Right? So according to we have seen the relation between beta and gamma functions as beta of m comma n is equal to gamma of m into gamma of n divided by gamma of m plus n. Right? So therefore this is equal to gamma of p plus 1 by 2 into gamma of q plus 1 by 2 divided by gamma of p plus q plus 2 divided by 2. P plus 1 by 2 plus p plus 2 by q plus 1 by 2. Therefore, this is our integral. Okay, integral 0 to pi by 2 sine per px cos per qx dx is equal to 1 by 2 into gamma of p plus 1 by 2 gamma of q plus 1 by 2 divided by gamma of p plus q plus 2 divided by 2. In this you can substitute, in particular we can substitute, let this be equation number 1. Substitute q is equal to p is equal to n and q is equal to 0 in equation number 1. What will you get? Integral 0 to pi by 2 sin per px, right? So sin per nx into cos per 0x, which will be 1. So sin per nx dx is equal to 1 by 2 into, according to this formula. Okay. So 1 by 2 into gamma of n plus, in the place of p I have n. So gamma of n plus 1 by 2, gamma of 0 plus 1 by 2. Q is equal to 0 divided by gamma of n plus 0 plus 2 divided by 2. Right? So this is equal to 1 by 2 into gamma of n plus 1 by 2 into, what is this? Gamma of 1 by 2 divided by gamma of n plus 2 by 2. So this is equal to, what is gamma of 1 by 2? Just now we have proved this to be root of pi, right? This value is root of pi. Therefore, gamma of n plus 1 by 2 in divided by gamma of n plus 2 by 2 into root pi by 2. What is this? Integral 0 to pi by 2 sin per nx dx. Similarly, I can write it as integral 0 to, I can evaluate integral 0 to pi by 2 cos per nx dx is also the same, that is gamma of n plus 1 by 2 divided by gamma of n plus 2 by 2 into root pi by 2. That is, in the place of p I have to write 0 and in the place of q I have to write n. And then I will get this formula, integral 0 to pi by 2 cos per nx dx is equal to gamma of n plus 1 by 2 divided by gamma of n plus 2 by 2 into root pi by 2. Okay. So let us evaluate how it is going to be useful. I will show you. Integral 0 to evaluate. Evaluate integral 0 to pi by 2 sin square theta d theta. So you, by usual method, what will you do? Sin square theta is 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2 into d theta, right? So 1 by 2 I can take it outside. Theta minus what is cos, integrate this. 1, if you integrate 1, you will be getting theta, and cos 2 theta sin 2 theta divided by 2 from 0 to pi by 2, right? This is equal to 1 by 2 into theta is pi by 2 minus sin and 0, 0. Here when you substitute this pi by 2, this will become sin pi, which is 0. And when you, even when you substitute the lower limit 0 also, it will become 0. So it is second lower limits, it is 0. For both the limits, second term will become 0. Okay. So which is equal to pi by 4. This is the answer. But if you evaluate using gamma function, sin square theta d theta is equal to gamma of n plus, so 2 plus 1 divided by 2 divided by gamma of 2 plus 2 divided by 2 into root pi by 2, right? So root pi by 2 into, what is this? Gamma of 3 by 2. Gamma of 3 by 2 divided by gamma of 4 by 2, it is 2. Gamma of 2. What is gamma of 2 value? It is 1. Gamma of 3 by 2, this is root pi by 2 into, what is gamma of 3 by 2? 1 by 2 into gamma of 1 by 2. Right? Divided by gamma of 2 is 1 into gamma of 1. So this will become 1 by 4 into root pi into, already gamma of 1 by 2, you know that it is root pi. Therefore, which is pi by 4. Okay. So this will be easier. Here you have to search for the formulas and all. Only here, if you know this value, here plus 1 by 2 in the numerator, in the denominator plus 2 by 2. Okay. Similarly, you can evaluate any functional values. Here it may be easier in this using formula, but I will show you for sin power 4, 0 to pi by 2, sin power 4 theta d theta. This will be very tedious, right? So what you have to do is 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2, the whole square you have to do. So 3 more terms you will get, and again you have to integrate and all. So here directly you can substitute, that is root pi by 2, that is gamma of n plus 1 by 2. So 4 plus 1 by 2 divided by gamma of 4 plus 2 by 2 into root pi by 2, right? This is the formula, right? So this is gamma of 5 by 2 divided by gamma of 4 plus 2 is 6 divided by 2, that is 3, gamma of 3 into root pi by 2, which is equal to now gamma of 5 by 2 is 3 by 2 into gamma of 3 by 2, right? What is gamma of 3 by 2? Again 1 by 2 into gamma of 1 by 2, right? Divided by 3 is already, one more 2 is here already, and gamma of 3 is 2 into gamma of 2. Gamma of 2. This gamma of 2 can be written as into 1 into gamma of 1, right? What is this already? Into root pi by 2. This 2 I have written here. Therefore, so here 2 will come down. So 4 into 4, 16. So 3 divided by 16 into, what is gamma of 1 by 2? It is already, we know that it is root pi. So this will become 3 pi by 16 is the answer. Okay. Here integration will be tedious. Even for sine power 5, sine power 6 or cos power 6, all those things, it will be tedious. Okay. So if you use gamma function, this will be easier. You can directly substitute n is equal to. So now one more problem. Show that gamma of n is equal to integral 0 to 1 log of 1 by y the whole power n minus 1 into dy where n greater than 0. So sometimes if you are asked to find, show like this, then start with the gamma of n definition. Then you have to make the proper substitution. How to find out what is to be substituted? I'll tell you. See, by definition, what is gamma of n is equal to integral 0 to infinity e power minus x into x power n minus 1 into dx, right? This is the substitution we know where n is greater than 0. Here you see log of 1 by y the whole power n minus 1. Here I have x power n minus 1. So compare this. So you have to make the substitution. Let this be equation number 1 by definition. Okay. So put x is equal to log of 1 by y. This implies x is equal to, you can write minus log y also, implies dx is equal to minus 1 by y dy. This is our dx. Now, what is y? If you substitute x is equal to log of 1 by y, 1 by y is equal to e power x, or you can write y is equal to e power minus x, right? So, when x is equal to 0, y will be e power 0, which is 1, right? When x is equal to infinity, y is equal to e power minus infinity, which will become 0. Now substitute all these values in equation number 1. All of you understood? Here the x power n minus 1, here log of 1 by y the whole power n minus 1. So from this you have to find out what is to be substituted, what is asked. Okay, according to that you have to make the substitution. Now x is equal to log of 1 by y I have substituted. That means log of 1 by y can be written as y power minus 1. This minus 1 by log of m power, you know that log of m power n can be written as n log m. That logic only I have applied here. Okay. So this is minus 1. X is equal to minus log of y. So if you differentiate, dx is equal to minus log y is 1 by y into dy. Similarly, now I want to find out the corresponding values of y. New variable is y. So 1 by y is equal to e power x here from this. Yeah, log of y is equal to log of 1 by y is x. So you take e on both sides. E and log of are inverse functions. Therefore 1 by y is equal to e power x, or you can write y is equal to 1 by e power x or e power minus x I can write. Therefore now corresponding values I have found out. Okay. Therefore equation 1 becomes, substitute all these things in all these values in equation number 1. So gamma of n is equal to integral 1 to 0, right? When x is equal to 0, y is 1, and when x is equal to infinity, y is 0. So integral 1 to 0 e power minus x is what? Y, right? So y into log of x is equal to log of 1 by y the whole power n minus 1 into what is dx minus 1 by y into dy, right? This y and y will get cancelled. Using this minus, I can write this integral as integral 0 to 1 log of 1 by y the whole power n minus 1 dy. What is this? Gamma of n. This is what you wanted to prove, right? Show that gamma of n is equal to integral 0 to 1 log of 1 by y the whole power n minus 1 dy. This is what we have to prove. We have proved this, hence proved. Okay. So this problem is over. Now let us evaluate some more sine, cos or gamma values. Evaluate gamma of 11 by 2. How will you evaluate this? Gamma of 11 by 2 is equal to 9 by 2 into gamma of 9 by 2. Gamma of 9 by 2 can be written as into gamma of 9 by 2. How will you write this? You know that gamma of n plus 1 is equal to n into gamma of n, which is equal to n into n minus 1 into gamma of n minus 1 and so on. Okay. So this can be written as 9 by 2 into 9 by 2 can be written as 7 by 2 into gamma of 7 by 2. This can be written as 5 by 2 into gamma of 5 by 2. Gamma of 5 by 2 can be written as 3 by 2 into gamma of 3 by 2. Gamma of 3 by 2 can be written as 1 by 2 into gamma of 1 by 2. We know gamma of 1 by 2 is root pi. Okay. So this is equal to 9 by 2, 9 into 7 into 5 into 3 into 1 divided by 2 power 5 into root pi. This is the answer. Okay. So similarly gamma of 5 by 2, if you want to evaluate 5 by 2, already we have seen up to here. Gamma of 5 by 2 means from here. 3 by 4 into gamma of 1 by 2. Okay. So one more thing, find gamma of negative integers are not defined, but fractions you can find out. Gamma of minus 7 by 2. What do you know about this formula? Gamma of n plus 1 is equal to n into gamma of n, right? So from negative we have to try to bring it to positive values. So here gamma of n is equal to gamma of n plus 1 divided by n. So you add 1 and you write this n in the denominator. Whatever value is here, that you have to write in the denominator. So gamma of minus 7 by 2 can be written as minus 7, n is equal to minus 7 by 2. So minus 7 by 2 plus 1, that is minus 7 plus 2 divided by 2, that is minus 5 by 2. Okay. So I can write this as gamma of minus 5 by 2 divided by minus 7 by 2. Here n, here whatever you have in the left hand side, that should be written in the denominator. Okay. So this can be written as minus 2 by 7 into gamma of minus 5 by 2. This can be written as gamma of minus 3 by 2 divided by minus 5 by 2. That is 2 by 7, minus will become plus. So 2 by 7 into 2 by 5 into gamma of minus 3 by 2. So gamma of minus 3 by 2 can be written as gamma of minus 1 by 2 divided by minus 3 by 2. Right? This is equal to again 2 by 7 into 2 by 5 into 2 by 3 into minus 2 by 3 into gamma of minus 1 by 2 can be written as minus 1 by 2 gamma of n plus 1. So gamma of 1 by 2 divided by gamma of minus of 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2, right? So this minus and minus will become plus. Therefore we started with what? Gamma of minus 7 by 2 is equal to, so this minus and minus will become plus. Therefore this minus here this minus and this minus will become plus. You will be getting 2 power 4 divided by 7 into 5 into 3 into 1 into gamma of 1 by 2, right? Therefore, what is gamma of 1 by 2? We know that it is root pi. So 2 power 4 by 7 into 5 into 3 into root pi is the answer. So for negative integers you cannot find out. For negative fractions you can find out. Okay. So using this we can do many problems using this formula. We are going to do many more problems in this, right? And in the next class we will do some more problems using beta and gamma functions. Important proofs are also there, derivations. Okay. Thank you so much for listening.